Happy Saturday, everybody. Welcome to another installment of Home Solutions, the area's only local home and garden show. Dennis Purvis with you here, as always, from Pro 93 Home Solutions, your host. And we're here in the Mix 1041 studio today. I'm excited. I got my partner in crime with me, co-owner of Pro 93 with me, Jesse Matthews. Jesse, how you doing?
Doing good today, man.
So we are excited to have a guest we haven't had it in a long time. We've used them a lot. I just realized it's been almost 2 years since anyone from them have been on. So before we get started, I'll give you our shameless plug. Remember, folks, show's brought to you by Pro 93 Home Solutions. We're your friendly local neighborhood general contractor. We can handle anything from small to big. If you're just looking for a bathroom remodel, maybe a freshening up of your front or back porch, maybe you're looking to build an addition, maybe you're looking to custom build a home. Whatever it is, we'd like to partner with you. We'd like to share your ideas, see what your vision is. We're looking for more members of the Pro 93 family. You become one of our customers. That's our goal, is that you become part of our family. So give us a call, 458-4135, or check us out online, pro93homesolutions.com. You go right there. There's a Contact Us tab that you can reach out. It comes to both Jesse and I and the office. So somebody will get a hold of you to get an estimate. Remember, all our estimates are free. No matter how small or how big, we will definitely love to come put eyes on it and see what you want to do. Don't forget, we also have our clean team, residential and small commercial cleaning. So if you're looking to get a quote, maybe it's back to school time, you need a deep clean, you need some recurring help now that the kids are back at school and everybody's back to work and things going crazy. We'd love to get you set up for a recurring service. Call us at 458-4135. Wendy, our clean team manager, will get you a good estimate, and hopefully get you on the books for a nice, fresh, green, clean house. Remember, we do use Melaleuca products, and the Green Clean doesn't cost you anything else. And that's products that are FDA certified to take care and disinfect, but also devoid of all chlorine, ammonias, and if you've got anybody with allergies, asthma that just can't handle that kind of bleachy smell, that's what we're here for. So now that I got that out of the way.
That's such a shameless plug, Dennis.
Yes, because that's what I just try to get it out of the way early. We are very, very fortunate today to have Jason from Best Buy Metals. Jason, tell everybody what your title is there. It sounds better when you say it.
I'm the Director of Operations.
Director of Operations. And how many operations are you over?
Well, I am over all 8 divisions that we have, stores. Yes, sir.
Brother, that's getting it done right there. So we've got a guy that knows if they make it, sell it, ship it, you're involved somehow. Is that pretty accurate?
That's absolutely correct.
There you go.
Sir.
So I think we had Mark on a couple years ago, right after we started the show, and he is all sales all the time. He is as gung ho about metal as anybody I've ever met. It was like I got out of there and I didn't even need a metal roof, but I thought I was going to buy one. So glad to have somebody come. See kind of all sides of the business with having you here. So let's just jump right in. Tell everybody a little bit about yourself and how you got to Best Buy, and tell what's your story, man.
Sure. Yeah. I started out in my professional career basically in logistics. Mm-hmm. So I have a lot of logistics background, over 20 years of that, and wanted to change from being in a box, and jump into outside sales with Best Buy Metals, and it's been pretty much history ever since. Worked my way up and was the manager there at the Chattanooga store for a while. It's right off the interstate, right off at I-24 there, and then they needed somebody to move on up and handle some more parts of the business. So got promoted up, and just really, really a great company to work for and a great product to sell.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of turnover over there. Folks get there and they stay there. It's become a staple here. It's funny sometimes people don't realize right here in Cleveland we've got a place like Best Buy, a place like Wholesale Supply, kind of started here with one store, and now everybody's multiple locations, jumping into other states. I know you guys are in. I know you're in North Carolina.
That's correct. We have 2 in North Carolina and 1 in South Carolina as well.
Lord Almighty. And then Tennessee.
Yep, we have Knoxville, Chattanooga, and Cleveland. Mm-hmm. And we also, right there in Georgia, we have 1 in Dalton as well now.
Holy cow.
That's a new one, right?
Where are you guys at in Dalton? I didn't even know you were in Dalton.
We're right there by the RV Center on Walnut Avenue.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're right there at the old transmission shop. We converted that over and
learn something every day. We do work down there all the time. Well, there you go. So you guys are growing. Things are going well. And when people think about Best Buy, they think about metal roofs. So let's just start there. talk a little bit about what sets you guys apart and why, if anybody's out there, if you're out there right now, you're driving around today thinking about, do I want to go shingle versus metal? We can talk about all that stuff. Jesse, I know, has been on the show several times talking about that, but what sets Best Buy apart when it comes to metal roofing itself?
Well, I think the difference is we consider ourselves a customer service company that just happens to roll form metal. Everybody is very involved. I'm involved with the orders that go through as well. It's basically, we're a large company and we're growing, but we never lose that personal touch. Yeah. And every customer's project is important to us. And so that kind of sets us apart, I think, from some of our competitors. And it's the product, the value of metal roofing, the longevity of it, 40-year paint warranty on the paint. So it's like, how often do you want to put a roof on your house?
Come on.
Do you want to do it one time? Like you said, we talk about different, shingles, metal roofing. What's the difference? Or do you want to put it on the very next storm that comes through? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like that's one of the advantages of metal as well. But and I think now we have so many different color options and profile options. We have exposed fasten, we have hidden fastener systems, and a lot of different colors. Where back in the day you had the green, right, or the red, or the or the regular Galvalume, right? Colors, and there's just so many options out there now that's available for folks.
Yeah, and I don't think people realize that just the advancement in the last 10 years in the paint itself. And I know it's one of the things Mark talked about when he was here last time, and I still remember it, is that it has been. There literally are scientists out there right now trying to figure out how to get another year, 5 years, 10 years out of that paint and the color and to keep the brightness. And you can tell almost, you could have you go around town. I used to not look at roofs, and then I met Jesse, who constantly, every time we drive around, he's pointing things out on roofs for me. But you can tell, coloration-wise, discoloration-wise, some of the older and the original metals, when it was just those 1, 2, 3 colors, right? And now it's like these colors just pop. There's a vibrance to them that wasn't available then.
Absolutely.
And Jesse, I'll let you talk. You're the roofing expert among the two of us.
Well, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to just kind of act as a customer in the sense of when I get a lot of questions of people that are calling in and they start saying that they want metal roof. How many metal roof systems do you actually carry and you can distribute?
Well, we have our Tough Rib, which is our most popular. It's 3-foot wide panel. It's exposed fastener. We have our R panel, which is more commercial. It's a 26 gauge, a little bit thicker for commercial. Then we do also different profiles in standing seam, which is a hidden fastener system. So we have a 1-inch rib, a 1.5 inches. Then we also have what we call snap seam, which is 1 3/4 rib. A lot of people like that, that higher rib. Yep. There's a snap system. So, and then we also sell corrugated. That's another one. Kind of like the old rustic look. A lot of people are loving that. Different applications.
Chappies right now. If you've been doing Chappie's chicken, that old look. Yeah. So hold on.
Go ahead.
Let me stop because you guys know about this stuff, but people like me and the listeners out there, talk a little bit about what you mean between exposed and...
And that was my next question. When you say exposed fasteners, just for the people that are out here that don't know a whole lot, what's the difference between your exposed fastener versus your hidden fastener systems?
Yeah, absolutely. Our exposed fastener is where you will actually see the screw. It goes down through the metal into the substrate to hold the roof on. Our hidden fastener systems is basically where they overlap and clip to each other, and the actual screws are hidden.
Okay.
So those are not out in the elements, different things like that. They're hidden.
So it's safe to say your screws. So when we say fasteners, we're talking about screws.
Yes.
So the screws on the exposed fasteners, is there maintenance involved with that over time?
It depends. There's if you get just the regular number 14, what we call, normally, 7-8 years down the road, you may have some, because metal does, contract, expand and contract. And so some of those may back out. And we see it typically, 7 to 8 years down the road. Some people just kind of go back up, tighten those back down, or if they need to, they'll replace them with an oversized screw that will lock it down. But now we do also have what we call a long life screw that's available. It's a great option. It has an oversized bonnet and a triple washer system. The oversized bonnet actually hides the washers, and it helps torque it down and stay down.
Gotcha.
So those washers are never exposed to the elements. They're always under that bonnet. So that's a great, very inexpensive upgrade to combat that.
Yep. So I've also heard too, customers will call in and say, hey, 10, 15 years ago, I had a metal roof put on. The screws are starting to back out, which is a common problem that you find. Can you put new screws in? Can you back the old ones out, put the new ones in?
Absolutely. We sell
And
those
do
too.
the panels.
Yep. Exact same color match as well.
Yep.
So you can just back those out, put the oversized screws in, and you're good to go.
Do you see a lot of standing seam on residential homes?
We do. It was one of those things where it was, okay, we're doing, 3-4 orders a week. Now it's multiple orders every single day. It's so clean. The way you can trim it out too, with different colors and different trim profiles is just absolutely stunning.
That's good. Yeah. And then, so Dennis, I know as someone that doesn't know a lot about roofing enough to be dangerous, what questions would you have on
I think
the different types of
big
metal?
thing is the warranty difference. So talk to folks about, I know, Jesse, you get this question all the time. What's a typical warranty difference between an asphalt shingle roof and a metal roof?
Well, like you said, when you're talking about metal roofing, you're talking about 40-year paint that's on there. That's if you get the painted. We do have what we call a galvalume, which is a non-painted that has like just a single clear coat system over it. Again, that's just on the coating. That's not saying the metal panel in 25 years. No, that's still going to last, 60, 70 years down the road. Whereas, when you're talking about shingles, even if it's a 20-year shingle or, that's good. But as you know, that, over time, that stuff kind of comes off into your gutters. You've got that grit. And then we always talk about, the wind uplift as well.
Right.
So, and the hail damage and stuff like that comes through and knocks your shingles off or blows them off. It could be brand new, but they're in your neighbor's yard, and you have to, have that patched and repaired.
And let's just be honest, who doesn't like taking a nap when it's raining on a
Some
metal
people
roof?
don't like it.
Really? You don't like it?
I don't think I like it.
Oh my gosh.
And that's one of our myth busters we have.
Oh, come on.
So, people's like, oh yeah, well, it's too noisy when it rains, and it's all in how you insulate it.
Right.
There you go.
If you insulate it properly, your substrate's good. You want it. It's no louder than a regular roof. But now some people do like that. They'll leave the.
And they're also thinking about, great grandma's house where it was just literally a tin roof clapboard shack.
Yeah.
It sounded like you were getting inside of a tin can when it hit. So, but so you guys, for those of people that are out there, you guys don't just work with contractors. You're open to the public, correct?
That is correct.
How do they get a hold of you guys? What's the best phone number here in Cleveland?
For here in Cleveland, it's 728-3336.
Yep.
We've been on South Lee Highway for over 21 years now.
Right there next to Scott's Furniture, right?
That is correct. We're neighbors right there. We're continuing to grow the Cleveland store as well. We just put a new building across the road there. Very nice, 15,000 square foot. We're going to be doing some manufacturing, some retail out of there. So we're very excited about that.
And as a customer myself, not just a contractor, there's customer service reps that are available, I'm sure, when you walk into the door.
Absolutely. That's one of the things that we always pride ourselves on. As soon as someone comes to the door, that's a hot lead. They're wanting to get more information.
People don't just show up at a metal place just to see what's going on. They're showing up with a project in mind and probably money to spend.
Absolutely. And we have a great staff there. We have it set up too, when phones, it gets very busy in there. If they're very busy with customers and the phones ring more than a few times, it rings my phone number, and then so on and so forth. So someone's going to grab that phone and answer it 100%.
So listen, folks, stick around. We're right up against the break. When we come back, you may think that all they do is roofing, and that's kind of where they cut their teeth, and that's great branding. However, lots more they're offering. I can tell you, Jesse and I can tell you some stories of some of the new products we've been using on some of our products as well. Jason's the perfect person to tell us about all the new things that are here, stuff that's coming. So stick around. Don't touch that dial. We'll be back here in just a second. You're listening to Home Solutions right here on Mix 104.1 and 101.3 The Buzz.
Are you tired of going to YouTube or Google for answers to your home improvement questions? Maybe you have more projects than you have time. No matter where you are in the process, Pro 93 Home Solutions is ready to serve you. Pro 93 is a local, veteran-owned company offering residential and commercial remodeling, cleaning, and security. Contact us today at 458-4135 or online at pro93homesolutions.com. Let the pros at Pro 93 find the solution for your home or business. That's 458-4135.
Welcome back, everybody, to Home Solutions. Thanks for sticking with us through the break. No matter how you're listening out there, maybe you're riding around town this morning, scratching some things off your honey-do list. Maybe you're running to the grocery store, you're running to one of the local hardware stores to work on some DIY projects. Whatever it is, thank you for listening. Maybe you're streaming online. Maybe you are listening through the Mix 1041 app. Or for everybody in Facebook world, hey, everybody. You got Dennis Purvis here, Jesse Matthews down here, and Jason Hiefnar from Director of Operations at Best Buy Metals. So glad to have you with us again, man. We just talked about kind of all things roofing. Before we jump out of roofing, though, you know, we've talked about the tough rib, the standing seam. That's kind of what traditionally what people have seen. But you guys also have opportunity for some like metal shake and kind of the more stamp panel kind of look.
That is correct. Our national division deals with a lot of those vendors, and we can get a lot of people don't know there's metal shingles out there. Looks just exactly like your regular shingles, and a lot of HOAs will accept those as well, and it's actually metal shingles.
And what we found too is we've actually done a few of those. Folks, if you're thinking about that option, is it more expensive? Yes. Does it look amazing? Yes. But we've had people get insurance discounts because they've went to that kind of roof over just a regular shingle roof. So it can save you money a lot of ways too. And I will say this, for that look, there's energy efficiency. There's all kinds of different cost savings for that. And it's the difference, like you said before. If you got a shingle roof, what are you looking, 10 to 15 years, you're going to be putting another one on.
Yep.
You put one of these metal products on here, think if a roof costs 15 grand right now, what's it going to cost in 10 or 15 years? When you could do something right now and just not think about it for the chances are that roof's going to outlive you or how long you're going to live in that house.
That's facts.
So all kinds of good things to think about when you're doing that. So have we missed any roofing products before we move on? Because I'm excited about some of the other stuff you guys are doing.
No, I think we covered it pretty much. I did forget to mention 5V. We also have that. That's, a lot of the older barn style.
Yeah.
But we have those in colors and Galvalume as well. So I think I did leave that one off.
Well, there you go. So no matter what you're looking for roofing-wise, stop by there. And I know the other thing you guys, too, is that I know we've been fortunate with you guys, too. You guys do. We love you guys because you do contractor certification classes. When there is a new product, you bring us in and bring our folks in to get trained on that stuff. And they don't have to do that, folks. But think about how smart that business move is. Now they've got 10 other, 15 other, 20 other contractors in town literally selling their product for them. They just expanded their sales force because they gave us some sandwiches, some donuts, and a 4-hour demonstration on here's the new stuff. It's genius and it's great, and it gives away for listen. Unless you've been to a Waffle House at 5:30 in the morning, you don't know how fun it is to watch a bunch of contractors get together and talk shop. So it's to see the new products, and they put time into not just the customer service, but the contractor service. So if you're out there today and you stop by Best Buy this week and you don't have an installer, that shouldn't stop you from going and talking to Best Buy, because they've got folks that they can help partner you with. Folks here in town, you guys work hard to maintain those and make sure you're only going to have the people that you vetted.
Absolutely.
Right. So don't be afraid to go in there without somebody. Number one, they're going to be the cost of the metal's the metal, and that shouldn't be something that's hidden from anybody, especially when they have a showroom right there with lots of people ready to talk to you. So, but that's not all you guys do. I know one of the things that we can talk about that we just did is you guys are doing the metal trusses.
Yes, sir.
How long have you guys been doing those? Like how old is that, and how is that? Have you seen that grown? And kind of explain that to folks out there.
Sure. Absolutely. We started it around 2 years ago, getting metal trusses in. We saw a need for pole barns and different items like that. So it's been going really well. We've had people that's done wooden trusses, once they, again, came into one of our certification classes, they were like blown away how easy, everything's pre-drilled for the purlins to bolt them together to the post and everything else. And so it's just really plug and play and like a tinker toy set. You just put it together,
And I will tell you, so we just got to use this on a job we're doing right now. Had a customer unfortunately have a lot of storm damage. I think they officially said straight line winds, but if you'd have seen some of the metal got peeled off of their home and their outbuilding, it sure was twisted around like it was a twister.
Looks like a tornado.
Looked like a tornado to us. However, everybody was fine. Everybody's good. House not so much. Carport not so much. Front porch not so much. The outbuilding just didn't make it. But to rebuild that, we looked obviously because what he had was wooden trusses. First of all, I think we needed 16 of them. Mm-hmm. We were going to need 16 of them. Wooden trusses were 6 to 8 weeks out. It was especially for custom size, which is what we were doing. And we're like, you know what? They've got the metal trusses now. So in fact, the customer went in before we even got involved and sat down with someone, kind of showed him, here's my layout. And we modified a little bit because we made it a little larger. But between the cost and the time frame, and I can tell you my crew out there right now is loving life because instead of 16, we needed 4. Mm-hmm. You know how much easier it was to put those 4 up than 16 wood trusses? Again, everything's pre-drilled. You get the purlins, everything goes right in. It's literally, we can put that up in a day or two with 3 guys. 2 up, 1 down. I mean, to be able to have 2 guys on ladders and 1 guy on the ground and be able to do that, we could never have done that with wooden trusses. We wouldn't have had half of them done in 2 days, just because of the heft, the lift, everything that takes involved. So it's been, and the nice thing is once those things are done, half of what we're doing is a carport. We're not even worried about decking. It's literally go get the metal and let's have some fun. So if you're out there and people that are looking at, we have trying to tell folks that are looking for that pole barn. Barn dominiums are huge right now. People are starting to use these in the portions of them maybe that aren't as an option just to save some money. How have you seen this grow in the last 2 years?
It's been really great. Like I said, that you're talking about like the span.
Yeah.
That these can go further than lumber trusses as well. Our regular like 412 gable trusses, we recommend a post every 10 feet. Mm-hmm. They're engineered. All of our trusses are engineered, stamped, so they can go up to 12. If you add a header truss in there, you can go up to like 20 feet.
Yes.
In between each post. So again, we've been seeing people use them for carports, entertainment areas.
Yep.
Down by the boat docks and things like that.
Pavilions, different things like that.
A lot of people don't know our posts are actually treated to where they can go into water.
Yep.
So they could come in. Hey, I need to, wintertime's coming up. I need to dry dock my boat. They could come in, buy a pole barn through us, and get that out of the water.
And I can tell you right now, the cost. It's not like we did not pay the same for 4 metal that we were going to pay for 16 wood. We saved money. The customer saved money. It was absolutely, and what it gave the customer was the opportunity to take that money and use for some other things. We got to make his carport a little bigger. We got to do some little extra bonuses for him and his wife. So to be able to have those options and have them right here. And the other thing was, I will tell you as the operations guy, you'll love this. I can't remember what we were told. I think maybe they told us 4 weeks out, but they came in 10 days ahead of schedule. 10 days ahead of schedule to the point where we scrambled because I was like, hey, because we had a gap in the weather. This was a couple weeks ago when it started raining. And, I was like, okay, we're go ahead. Let's go ahead and deliver those. We'll be out there the next day to get them put up because it was, so not only did they give us a great price, solve the problem for the customer, save the customer money ultimately, made it much easier on us to install. Okay. And I will tell you this, folks, if you are handy and you're not scared of heights, they have made it easy enough. And, look, I want you to call us as a contractor anytime. We'll take your money anytime you want to give it to us. However, when he tells you that everything's pre-drilled and you got the tools and you've got some help, you absolutely could do that yourself. And I'm not, for those of you that aren't scared of those projects.
So if someone's listening right now and they have a project that they have in mind and they are handy, what's the best thing for them to do right now?
Well, they could call in or come by the store.
How do they get a hold of you? What's that number one more time?
728-3336. Like I said, right here on South Lee Highway in Cleveland, Tennessee. And if it depends on what size they want. You know, if they want to come in and say, hey, I need a 20 by 30 or whatever, we can give all the details on that. We even have installation guides we'll share with them to show how the posts go into the anchors, et cetera. So again, you know, if you got to, you know, do it yourselfer out there and is, like you said, you know, willing to take the challenge, we can help them out.
So if I came in with a rough estimate as a common person that has a dock that I want to build, you know, a structure on, can I come in with my rough numbers and sit down with the sales rep and then have them kind of game plan what kind of materials are necessary?
Yeah, absolutely. Again, from purlins, if they want to trim it out, however they want to do it.
That's
absolutely.
great.
Guys, to have that kind of access, and it gives you, to us, it's something that we kind of pride ourselves on, is transparency with customers. And to be able to have that, to know, I don't understand sometimes why some contractors want to hide so much when they can walk into places anywhere they want now, or online, which, by the way, bestbuymetalroofing.com, correct?
That is correct.
That's it right there. See, I got another plug in. Bestbuymetalroofing.com. Give them that phone number one more time.
728-3336.
So we got about 3 minutes here before the top of the hour. So we've talked about the trusses, but let's talk about some of the other things that you guys are doing with siding, soffit. Talk about some of the other products that have come along here that you guys are really pushing right now, that you're seeing kind of be hot.
Yeah. We now offer what we call a Craftsman board and batten siding and lap siding. This is metal siding that can go on your homes. Same exact coil with the 40-year paint warranty. How often do people like to have their homes painted, right?
Yeah. We do it, and we don't like doing it. We do that as a job, and we prefer not to.
And that's another great option, you know, that we have there. And we have each one of those in 3 different sizes, you know. And again, it's just been really phenomenal to see. So those are embossed. We can get those embossed so it has like a wood grain look to it. We also have it available in our HD colors, so it's more of a matte finish, not near as shiny. You know, some people kind of like that look that we can run through there as well. And it's been a great product. Starter strip's already on there, so you know, like, you know, if you installed vinyl before,
Starter strip, J channels,
it's already on the panel. Same kind of trim profiles, J channel, rack guard, exec, all metal.
Wow.
So you can entirely wrap your home in metal.
And I will tell you, we just we're building a custom house down in Harrison, and just talked to my customer this week who just ran by Best Buy. She was down in Chattanooga. She works down there, and she said, I just wanted to walk in because she was thinking about roof, what she wanted to do, and she saw the siding, and she said, "What's the cost difference if I wanted?" And so all I had to do was literally call my rep at Best Buy, send an email with the plans. They looked at everything, sent me an over, and you know what? I think she's going to be willing. It's obviously it's more than vinyl, but it's labor-wise, it doesn't change us. It doesn't change us much at all. And it's that board and batten look that everybody's looking for right now. That it's that retro Craftsman look. People love that. If you look at the new subdivisions in town, folks, that's for those of you that don't know or you're not familiar with board and batten. It's basically vertical as opposed to horizontal. Lap siding traditionally is horizontal. The board and batten, to have that kind of look in metal, with all the trim being metal, folks, you talk about protecting your home, and that stuff's pretty maintenance free.
Absolutely.
We've had Brandon on here before talking about soft washing your home and the things that can grow. He likes cleaning metal a whole lot better than he does everything else. So, Jason, listen, before we get out of here, we got a few seconds left here. First of all, thank you for being here today, man. Thank you for what you guys do, not just in the industry, but what you guys do here in our community. Please pass that along, that it does not go unnoticed. Anything else we need to mention before we get out of here?
No, I appreciate you having me on. Always love the opportunity to talk metal. So anytime you want to chat metal, give me.
We got to do it more than 2 years apart. We'll get you in here again.
Absolutely.
But listen, man, thank you guys for listening out there. Jesse, thanks for coming in here today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Listen, we've had a good time. Hope you guys have learned something today. Make sure you give them a call, 728-3336. There you go. Or visit them down on South Lee Highway, Best Buy Metals. Guys, thanks for listening today. You've been listening to Home Solutions. Remember, go home, love on your family, love on your neighbor. And remember, we're all in this together. We'll see you next week.